all the concessions.
Well, and two observations. One, clearly former President Trump does not have the persuasion power over this group of 20 that he previously did. That's very clear. And number two...
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
You say.
Nation, I'm Missy Miller.
And I'm Lizzie Schaefer.
We're back tonight for the alumni game. How are we feeling, Lizzie?
Feeling pretty good, Lizzie. I'm excited to be back.
Yes, I'm excited too. Tonight we're playing the Marian Catholic Spartans, so we're so excited. Hopefully Taylorville can take home a win tonight.
We're so excited to be here tonight, and thank you guys for watching Tommy TV. We're versing the Marian Catholic Spartans, and we're very excited for a great matchup tonight. Also, for those of you watching tonight, be sure to watch the Tommy Awards on April 15th.
We're so excited to have them back for the second annual Tommy Awards. It's going to be bigger, better than ever, and hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Tornadoes!
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
see if he knows, but there's been a record for a while now, so I'd have to check that out. But for Taylorville, and then, of course, don't forget to join us for our Brandon Bible Country Financial Player of the Game. For Taylorville, you know, it's one of those things where they're really going to need to have everybody clicking tonight.
And then some, Leroy, because this is a very talented team. And regardless of the score, Taylorville can learn something out of this experience playing a very talented team with Division I prospects, some Division II, and mostly a lot of JUCO talent as well up and down the varsity lineup. You mentioned to me, Leroy, that there's not a single junior varsity team that plays or is listed on this varsity roster. It's because they don't need that kind of contribution from their junior varsity team, and that just gives you the kind of idea of Taylorville, and that's not a bad thing. Like I said, Taylorville can learn something out of this. They can maybe pick up a couple moves out of here. Observe how a dominant team plays dominant basketball. Maybe, and you know what, maybe they'll learn quicker than any of us expect here tonight, and they'll put up a really good second half. That's the hope.
Yeah, and I tell you what, this Spartans team lives and dies off of Quentin Jones. Quentin Jones, a Division I commit to Cal Poly. Again, we said it a little bit earlier, I'll say it again, he averages 18 points a night, 12 rebounds a night, average. And of course, at least 5 steals tonight. I've been watching him warm up this evening, and he is as advertised. He is very, very good. And Taylorville will most likely need to double team him, which of course will leave other players open. And even if you double team him, I mean, he is a 6'4" senior guard. He is gonna. I mean, he hasn't missed the 3. Oh, he just missed one right there. But I mean, he is a darn good player. And I mean, when you watch him play, he oozes coolness. I don't know how
he passes the eye test.
I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. He just oozes coolness, and it'll be definitely something cool to see.
You're going to have to contest the shots big time. Leroy, what are some of our keys to the game?
Yeah. Let me get you to our keys to the game. For the Taylorville Tornadoes, it really boils down to being, very simple, actually. Get Will Bishnauer some help. I don't care if it's Will Turvey. I don't care if it's Drake Howard. He needs somebody other than him putting up points. I watched the Northwestern Illinois game, and Chase Audige from Northwestern was doing everything, and nobody else on that team was. And Taylorville needs other people to be able to help out to win that game.
Will Bishnauer is going to get his.
Yes.
But you need contributions from other players, too, if you're Taylorville.
They need to take advantage of mistakes. Coach said it best. This is a good team, this Spartans team, but they're going to make mistakes, and Taylorville needs to capitalize on each and every one of those. Don't give up 3 points. Don't give up 3 points. They need those points. Every single point is going to matter tonight. That's going to be a big one right there. And then finally, be aggressive and physical. That should go without saying, right? Like, that should be a given. But for this Taylorville team who's been kind of pushed around this year, getting to the basket and being able to be aggressive and physical with the ball, that's going to be a big step for them as well. Good crowd on hand. Cheerleaders, the band, as you can hear, the Taylorville Fight song playing behind us. The atmosphere is right. There's a good crowd on hand for Taylorville. And, playing at home for Taylorville, that's a big deal. So we'll have to see if they're able to feed on that energy a little bit and use that to their advantage. That first 5 minutes is going to be huge in this game.
Friday night basketball, you couldn't ask for a better scene. And you know what? Marian Catholic faithful, quite a few have showed up this evening and made the 3-hour trip south to Taylorville. It's going to be an intense environment this evening, no matter the outcome.
And we're excited for it. All right, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and much, much more as we get ready for Taylorville Tornado basketball right here on WTIM, your information station.
Whatever temperatures this winter brings.
You're watching live from the Tommy TV studio. THS Basketball. Thank you for watching. Only on Tommy TV.
right, jump down in the set list, the Runaway Baby. We'll do a little bit of Runaway Baby.
In Taylorville, Illinois. My name is Leroy Klamola. Joining me, Avery Cooper. Glad to have you alongside. Lucas Dominowski hanging out with us too, and we'll get some comments from him later on as the game progresses. And for Taylorville, it's a lot of really just being physical, being aggressive, and just saying, hey, look, just because we're a little bit smaller doesn't mean that we're a pushover.
Absolutely, Leroy, and I hope that Taylorville can have fun tonight. And I hope you at home can have fun tonight as well, listening in and watching on Tommy TV. Enjoy the talent that's on display tonight.
We're so excited.
Regardless of the score, because
we're really excited.
We might sound like we're a little bit like we're Debbie Downers here about Taylorville, and I don't mean to be that way, because I'm actually very excited to watch Marian Catholic come to Taylorville play, and that's what you should be really excited about here tonight. And also watching the Taylorville Tornadoes with the privilege to play in a school like Marian Catholic, and that's going to be the storyline tonight before we get in, as we get into the starting lineups.
Yeah, and it really will be. And when you look at this team, you look at what they present. If they can get everybody involved, they can make this an interesting game. I think our goals are going to be no running clock. If we can get no running clock, I think we'll be all right.
And that's just us telling you realistically what to expect. That's not us trying to trash Taylorville.
No,
absolutely not.
We just know.
Your Taylorville Tornadoes. At this time, could you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, which will be performed tonight by your award-winning Taylorville Jazz Band. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Spartans of Marian Catholic High School. At center, a 6'6" junior, number 13, James Bullock Jr. At a guard, a 5'11" senior, number 4, Donovan Juzang. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 2, Trey Davis. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 1, Quentin Jones. And at guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 22, Zach Sharkey. The Spartans are coached by Mike Taylor. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Tornadoes. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 12, Jake McConnell. At a guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 22, Drake Howard. At a guard, a 5'8" senior, number 2, Will Turvey. At a guard, a 5'8" senior, number 0, Miles Clayton. And at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 3, Will Bischenauer. The Tornadoes are coached by Ryan Brown, assisted by Doug Bauscher, Max Wilson, and Brent DeMichael. Officials for this contest are Jay Smith, Brad Leininger, and Scott Russell.
Even asked those kids if he had fun. Well, we were the league winners. Let's just put it that way. And that's what you need to look for here tonight.
Officials for tonight's game, Jay Smith from Vandalia, Brad Langer from Springfield, and Scott Russell from Springfield. Those are your officials for tonight's game. And here we go. Quentin Jones will jump alongside Drake Howard. Taylorville wearing their white uniforms going right to left. It almost looks, and Marian Catholic wearing their black and yellow gold uniforms. It almost looks like Iowa uniforms. That's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, the Spartans get the tip, and we're underway. Quick pass over the right side over to Juzang. Juzang over to the far right corner down to Trey Davis, and up top. Quick shot, no good. Rebounds off the left-hand side and put back in by James Bullock Jr. So here comes Taylorville, their first try. Not a whole lot of pressure, just a little bit of, and it looks like Marian Catholic playing man-to-man. That might be something in Taylorville's advantage here a little bit. We'll have to see how that goes. Clayton up top over to Drake Howard. Drake Howard will hold near center court. And now knocked out of bounds by Zach Sharkey. Sharkey aggressive on that. We knew coming into this game, Avery, that was going to be something to worry about.
Very aggressive right off the jump, too. And Taylorville hasn't been able to find any room.
Howard checks out in. Quick shot from Will Bischenauer. 3.
There's your hope.
And Taylorville leads 3-2.
If he can stay lights out from downtown, Taylorville can stay with it.
Theron Wiseman checked in for Drake Howard, and Wiseman has the size. That might be a reason where they put Howard on offense and try to put Wiseman in on defense. Quick 3 from Jones, and it's 5-3. And we talked about Quentin Jones and the danger that he brings. There was a quick 3 from him. Will Turvey, left side. He's going to dribble over towards his left and hand it over to Will B, who takes another 3. And Will B's 2 for 2. Let's go.
Yes, sir, young man. Let that roar out.
Will Bischenauer fired up. Left-hand side from Marian Catholic. Trey Davis over the far left side. Now travel and a turnover. It'll be Taylorville ball. And Taylorville off to the hot start here. They lead 6-5. And for Taylorville, they need to keep up that pressure.
Long ways to go, as you say. Got to keep up the pressure.
So, quick pass in from Miles Clayton. Him and Will T bring the ball down. Here comes Clayton being matched up on that right-hand side by Trey Davis. Clayton stops his dribble, gets it over to Drake Howard, who's checked back into the game. Ball goes through Will Turvey's hands, out of bounds, another turnover.
Turvey taking his eyes off the ball, surveying the court before he secures it in both hands, and it's a turnover.
Sharkey gets the ball into Trey Davis, and here comes Davis. Davis cross midcourt, left side, back over to Jones. Jones back up top. Jones on the left, right side for Sharkey. Now back over, Trey Davis, easy layup for him, his first points of the game, and 7-6.
Strong drive and the size advantage, nothing Taylorville could do.
Here comes Howard, down over to Will Turvey. Turvey bringing the ball down now, tries to stutter step. Now he's being picked up by Sharkey. Quick pass over the left-hand side, McConnell. Stutter step, gets over to Will Bischenauer, wide open 3, in. Will Bischenauer 9, Marian Catholic 7, and the Spartans will take a timeout. Taylorville crowd fired up here as Will Bischenauer getting all the offense, but at some point, I know I'm going to sound like the negative Nancy here, but at some point they're going to need to get him some help. But right now, we'll take what we got. Will Bischenauer with 3 quick threes, Avery Cooper.
1-2. A lead change for Taylorville on the first 3 from Bischenauer. Marian Catholic takes it right back for the second. Bischenauer says, I'll take it back for 6-5 advantage. And then another 2 to make it 7-6. The 4th lead change on the layup drive to the left side. And then Will Bischenauer takes care of that again. There's 5 lead changes to start off the first 2.5 minutes of the first quarter. Taylorville coming out with their chops firing, man.
And Taylorville fired up. Remember what we said? You know, Marian Catholic had to drive 3 hours to get here, and Taylorville has no pressure on them at all. This is a non-pressure game. It's a non-conference game.
See if you can get a stop.
That would be amazing. Right side for Donovan Juzang. Juzang, left-hand side. Oh, wide open 3, nailed. Absolutely nailed by Zach Sharkey. For the record, I called that before it went in, too.
He has the hot hand. He is a sharp shooter. Sharkey.
McConnell getting some penetration over Will Turvey in the corner, and Will Turvey too strong on that 3. Hits the back iron and bounces away.
Sharkey also a great defender, providing the miss on that 3.
Now trying to drive in Char. Oh, they're going to call a block.
Ooh.
I thought
got there a little late, but I didn't actually take a good look at it.
Yeah, I thought Drake got in there and got his feet set. He did not. So Baron Odom will check in relatively quick. I would imagine defensively, yeah, he's going to check in for McConnell. You're going to see a lot of substitutions tonight as Coach Brown kind of plays chess and tries to get the matchups right. High pass picked up by Trey Davis. Davis over the right-hand side over to Jones. The dangerous Jones gets it back over the left-hand side. Thought about taking a 3. Davis did. Instead, kicks it out. Now ball's loose. Stolen away by Howard up in the top and now picked off by Davis. Davis, quick jumper. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Marian Catholic. Another putback. No good. Finally, on the 3rd try, James Bullock puts it back in.
Just a little tap off the window back in on his 3rd opportunity.
Here comes Clayton. Clayton on the left wing, holding on to it, being guarded by Davis. Now Davis nearly steals it. Now brings down Clayton. Instead, Clayton's able to hold on to it. The aggressiveness and still just hounding him. Finally steals the ball away. Jones with a dunk, and absolutely huge slam dunk from Quentin Jones.
2-hand stuff. That's some entertainment if I've ever seen it.
14-9, and Taylorville needs an answer. And now here comes the aggressiveness again. Jones with another steal. No-look pass. Layup in from Donovan Juzang. And Taylorville's time to take a timeout. The aggressiveness of Marian Catholic was just too much in that little set for Taylorville.
9-0 run after Taylorville led 9-7.
So for the Taylorville Tornadoes, you're having a fairly good first quarter so far. I mean, it's 3:59 in. It's 16-9 against on paper, a much better Marian Catholic team. For the Tornadoes, they just need to have a little bit more discipline on the ball.
A little bit more awareness on defense. You can't leave their shooters open. From downtown especially, a couple of 3s left wide open. And they're going to hit their 3s this evening, but you can't let them shoot them wide open.
It is an absolute treat to be able to watch these Marian Catholic Spartans play. It's been a really good basketball game so far, despite what the score has been.
And they're playing hard, too. They're already working up a huge sweat. And, I mean, these kids work harder than anyone I've ever seen.
Another steal, but Howard retains it. Now gets over to Will Bischnauer over the corner. And then Bischnauer, kind of a little bit aggressive, throws the pass right off of Juzang's arm and out of bounds.
You could say that Juzang rejected it out of his hands out of bounds, too.
Anyway, not here.
So, kind of like that. I have the image in my head, but I can't describe it to you. Maybe I'll come up with it in a moment.
Howard, hurry up to get that ball, and he does. Gets it over to Will. Just no-look passes it right back. Howard, quick shot, too strong, no good. Now steals the ball back. Now has the ball knocked away. Gets it over, back door, Barron, good! Barron Odom back door in 16-11. Now quick shot from Jones. Nope, not good on the 3. Howard with the rebound. First miss for the Spartans, and for Taylorville, throws it out of bounds. It's another turnover. I say that's the first time miss, but they've had a few misses. That's the first time where they didn't score on their drive.
Especially on the 3 that's the first 3 they've missed.
Yeah. Will Bischnauer with 3 threes so far here early. That's some money towards Taylorville Sports Boosters from Screwers Coffee. Backdoor pass, picked up, put in by James Bullock. And it's 18-11.
The junior making his mark on this game.
Howard to Clayton and back over to McConnell. Pressure now from the Spartans. That's going to leave Will Bishnar over the corner. Down over to Will Turvey. Turvey quick pass to McConnell. Absolutely triple team. Tries again, no good. Stolen away by Jones, who just reaches over and grabs the ball on top of him. And now, thought it was a foul. No call. Instead, Taylor's going to run away with it. Quick pass. Will Bishnar saves that, and he's going out of bounds. That leaves Will Turvey wide open. Will Turvey with a three. 18-14. Taylorville not going away. Here comes Zach Sharkey, left side, picked up by Trey Davis. Davis on top of the key, looking for a hole on that right-hand side. Gets it over to the far right side of Sharkey. Sharkey around the one-hand pass. Now no look underneath the basket. Another slam dunk from the dangerous Quentin Jones. He's got 7 so far.
Two-handed stuff. Knows what to do with it.
Again, we know how dangerous Quentin Jones is. He's a Division I commit. He's a darn good basketball player. We've been impressed so far with what we've seen from him. Taylorville doing all they can to keep up. McConnell, no good, in and out. Picked up on the rebound by James Bullock. High pass, nearly stolen away by Howard. Instead, that leaves Sharkey wide open. Gets over to Bullock, 3 in. James Bullock with a 3. Taylorville playing some of their best basketball so far this season. They're down 23-14. Here comes McConnell. Some subs getting ready to come in for Marian Catholic. Right side from Miles Clayton. Up top to Will Bishnar. Left side to Drake Howard. Howard to Clayton on the move. Clayton drives baseline. Or drives the perimeter, excuse me. And over to Will Bishnar on a quick 3. No good, too strong. His first miss of the night. And picked up on the rebound by Bullock. Gets over to Sharkey. Sharkey went right wing. Up top, feeding it over through Jones over to the far left corner. Now holding on to it is Donovan Juzang. Juzang up top to Jones. Thought about shooting a 3, changes his mind. Juzang does, though. He shoots a 3, in and out, no good. Sharkey picks up the rebound, fakes out Howard, puts it up, and gets the N1. Zach Sharkey gets fouled by Drake Howard. That'll be the first, or only the second foul of the game so far. As Drake Howard picks up his first.
You've said it before, Leroy, but that's what happens when you work and you work and you work and you just keep chipping away, and Sharkey breaks the block wide open and collects the and 1, converting the opportunity.
So Sharkey gets the and 1 that makes it 26-14, 1:10 left here in the first quarter. You know, if Taylorville puts up this effort against some of these other Apollo Conference teams, they're going to be good. They're going to get some more wins.
That's the thing about their core record is they have the rest of their Apollo Conference schedule ahead of them, and they can pick up some big wins down the stretch and maybe a better seed than anyone could have thought of at this point in the season.
Clayton drives in. He does get fouled and it's on the floor, but that's the first foul against the Spartans. That's going to go against against Trey Davis, his first, team first. Howard, by the way, with both fouls for Taylorville. McConnell, no look, doesn't have room. Now gets over to Will Bishnar. Now over the far right side to Howard, back to Will. Will back steps, then takes a hard pass over to Clayton, and Clayton feeds it up top to McConnell, top of the key. McConnell right, then left, now tries no room up top. Thought about shooting a layup, instead gets it over to the far left side, now up top to Will Turvey. Clayton driving, again and now no good, and a blocking foul. So 2 times we've seen where we thought they were charges, and 2 times it's gone against them.
Much to the dismay of the Marian Catholic fans.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, they have a case.
I thought they had a case on both sides. So Miles Clayton will head to the line to shoot. That's the second foul. That foul is on Marcus Everhart, his first, team second. Clayton's first free throw misses just short as his front iron bounces away. Second free throw from him. Good. Taylorville playing fired up, man. This is the best I've seen this Taylorville team play in quite a while. I am so excited. Here comes Jones across midcourt, just holding on to it with 17 seconds left. Got to imagine Jones will take the last shot. Let's see what happens, though. Taylorville now starts inching up closer. 10, 9, 8. Jones still dribbling with his left hand. Now towards his right. Skip pass up. No good, short. Rebounded by Howard, and that is how. Oh, no. Will Bishnar. Oh, short on the layup. Will Bishnar got a good pass from Howard, but it's just going to be short. Probably would have counted if it would have gone in. Instead, we reached the end of the first quarter. 26-15. I don't care. I'll take it. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Dodgers just announced they are releasing Trevor Bauer, which was expected.
To the Mariners.
But it's always, you always have to actually see it happen.
To the Mariners.
Anyway, 26-15 as we start the second quarter, and Avery Cooper, what a great start for Taylorville.
What an effort for the Tornadoes. They are proving they can play with anyone here this evening, especially in front of a great crowd on this Friday night.
Will Turvey kicks it in as we start the second quarter here, right in front of us. Right side from Miles Clayton. Taylorville has a chance to chip into this lead a little bit. Clayton's pass is a little bit low and bounces off the hands of Trey, and now Trey goes up and he'll get fouled, and that's a good, I am fine with that foul 100% of the time.
Yeah, make them earn it at the line.
And we know that they can, right? This is not a bad Marian Catholic team, right? Trey Davis will probably hit both these free throws, but you're going to make him earn both of them. That is Clayton's first foul. Team third. First free throw rings around the rim and goes in. The Davis picks up the first points of the second quarter. It's 27-15. For Taylorville, 9 points from Will Bischenauer out of 15 as the first quarter. Both free throws are good. And here come the Tornadoes. McConnell getting the ball down to Drake Howard. Still not across the midcourt. Now Will Turvey gets across the midcourt. Left corner. Looking for a little bit of help. Finds McConnell, who just stopped short. Thank you, Shoes. That good grip got him to stop short from crossing the line. Oh, Clayton, beautiful drive, but the ball gets absolutely tomahawked by Everhart, and no good. Right side for Jonah Weathers. Weathers has some room. Takes a couple dribbles towards the free throw line and now passes it way over the head of Marcus Everhart. I don't think Aaron Judge would have been able to catch that one.
Taylorville, even with the turnovers in that first quarter, too. And that's, well, right now they are +1 on the turnover advantage.
28-15. Here comes Drake Howard to McConnell, across the midcourt to Will Turvey. Turvey being guarded by Caleb Isom. Now left-hand side, all the starters, for the most part, sitting, except for Jones. Oh, Trey Davis is in too. Howard runs out of room, gets it all to Will Turvey. Turvey's shot is short and picked up on the rebound by Jonah Weathers. Left-hand side, Trey Davis now goes too strong, picked up on the rebound and put back in by Everhart. Everhart's first points of the night, 30-15, and while Marian Catholic may be slowly starting to sneak away with this game, Taylorville is still playing really, really strong. Clayton drives, right side ball gets knocked away, he saves it, but right into the hands of Trey Davis. Here come the Spartans, right side, picked up by Caleb Isom. Over to Davis. Davis had Jones in the left corner. Jones claps for the ball, now shoots a quick jumper, no good. Ball gets absolutely just no look rebounded over by Everhart. Now Jones underneath it and puts in the underhanded layup, and now Taylorville will take a timeout. Jones slowly racking up the points. He's got 9. You're listening to Taylorville Tornado Basketball right here on WTIM. 32-15, 6:07 left here in the second quarter.
This is Jennifer Flanken's daughter.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Here in the first 2 minutes, Taylorville has kind of gone a little bit cold here, not from lack of shooting, they just haven't been able to get to the basket. They've been at the ball stolen from multiple times. Howard now drifting over towards his left side for Taylorville. Now nearly stolen away. This time McConnell hangs on to it towards Howard, then back over to Clayton. Clayton left side, up to Will Bischenauer. Will doesn't have any real estate, so he kicks it over to the left-hand side. Howard, two-hand pass over to Will Turvey. Turvey motioning for movement, now starts his dribble between his legs, hands it over. No, fakes a handover, and then now it gets over to Will Bischenauer. Bischenauer has his shot blocked, but still makes it to the rim and bounces away harmlessly. And now no look, and now, oh my goodness, had the chance, instead the ball gets knocked out. Now it's stolen away again, this time by Will Turvey. Taylorville's second chance of trying to steal the ball, and now a turnover for the Spartans on the right-hand side for Clayton.
Great adjustment out of the timeout, and great effort.
And Coach Brown said, look, this is a good Marian Catholic team, but they will make mistakes, and capitalizing on those mistakes is how you can stay in these games. Here comes Drake Howard up top to McConnell. Now over to Turvey. Turvey drifting over towards the top of the key. And you might see Taylorville start to slow this game down a little bit as they try to crawl back their way into it. Will Bischenauer trying to find a little bit of room. Gets it over to Turvey. Turvey throws it away, but Clayton corrals it and saves it from going out of bounds, and Taylorville resets. 4:43 left here in the second quarter. 32-15 in favor of the Spartans. Bounce pass into Clayton. Clayton 6 feet away, short, and now picked up on the rebound by Jones. Good effort. The points weren't there. Jones over to Davis. Davis now slow. He's hit dribble down. High pass picked up in the far corner and put in by Weathers on a quick three. And it's 35-15.
Wide open three. You can't have it.
Here comes Turvey. Turvey left side. Now drifting over towards his right. One hand pass. Drake Howard, NBA three. No good. Too strong on that right hand side. Bounces off the backboard. And here come, Davis nearly slips and falls. Instead, one bounce pass. Jones navigating through traffic. Up and good. Quentin Jones is as advertised, ladies and gentlemen. He navigated through about 4 Taylorville players before hitting an easy layup. Now all knocked away and picked up by, and they're going to say that nobody touched it, and it'll be Marian Catholic ball.
Even the Marian Catholic player is shaking his head a little bit there and saying, well, that's a little bit of a funny call, but they'll take it, and it's a turnover.
I just don't know how the ball gets all the way over there without being touched by a Marian Catholic player.
You have a case.
Davis, left side, feeds it over to Paul Frazier. Frazier to Jones, and back up top to Davis. Back to a wide open Jones, 3-point. Oh, airballed it, no good. Now ball's loose enough, and it'll be Taylorville ball. Or at least it should be, it is.
That's the thing, these kids are still high schoolers, and you got to remember that. Yeah, they might have D2 and D1 pedigree, but they are still high schoolers, and they are kids, and they will make mistakes and bad shots, and Taylorville has to take advantage, as you've mentioned many times.
Turvey to Will Bischenauer, feeds it to Clayton. Clayton to Turvey, three, corner, no good. Too strong off the hands into James Bullock's hands. Bullock to Davis. Davis underneath the basket and put in by Donovan Juzang. 39-15. Clayton now bringing the ball down. Over to McConnell. McConnell.
Taylorville needs a bucket.
Bad. They've gone this whole time without. It was a great first quarter. It's kind of dissipated here in the second. Clayton still navigating through traffic to Turvey. Howard three. Good. Drake Howard needed that three, and we needed that three. It's 39-18. Right side for Zach Sharkey, who's checked back in. Sharkey underneath the basket. Too strong, no good. And now a foul will come in on Clayton, who came down hard on, James Bullock. So that'll be Clayton's second foul as Avery, you pushed over the thing, and you're getting it on the court. Here we go. So Clayton's second foul.
I have the Pokemon
team
or
fourth.
the Pikachu face on.
Avery's trying to be like the coach for this Tomlin for the Steelers and trip one of these referees as they're going down the.
Oh no, not the referees.
Oh, they're going to say that was on the shot, so Bullock heads to the line. And here comes Bullock's first free throw.
Second
free throw.
He hit his first, I believe.
Yeah, all right. So Bullock good on both those free throws.
No, actually, I beg your pardon. He missed his first and then hit his second.
All right, another quick timeout. We'll take it with him. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Still in reach, but it's going to be a difficult climb. 40 days.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Play certainly favors into what Taylorville likes, and maybe they can mount a little bit of momentum going into the locker room.
So here comes Clayton across midcourt, drifting over towards his right side, trying to get the ball over to Will Bischenauer, then down to Howard. Howard bounces off the arm of Zach Sharkey, and now, oh man, ran right into Howard. That is Donovan Juzang. Juzang now left-hand side. Sharkey hangs onto it, fakes out Clayton, now kicks it up top. Juzang under the basket, no good, no on the layup, and picked up by McConnell. Gets it to Howard, down to Will Bischenauer across the midcourt. Bischenauer feeds it and it's picked off by Juzang. Juzang off to a quick layup, no good again. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Let me take the ball.
And Juzang's down.
Juzang a little bit slow to get it up.
Landed a little funny on that right leg.
Let's take, well, we'll stay right here at least for
Just
a moment.
for a moment.
Yeah, we'll stay here for a moment, see what they do here. Juzang's going to...
Oh, he's cramping.
He's cramping up.
All
so,
right.
yeah, we will take a 30. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, as they try to work on the injured Spartan. We'll be right back. You're listening to WTIM.
A healthy life is a happy life.
287-2020 for Taylorville Vision Source.
Power probably just cramping up a little bit. Clayton, or McConnell brings the ball down, stops his dribble. Will Bischenauer, corner three. No good, in and out. Picked up on the rebound by Grant Durham, and now nearly stolen away by Will Bischenauer. Instead, passed over to Caleb Isom. Isom feeds it underneath. Down, no good on the layup from James Bullock. It was out of bounds. They'll stay with the Spartans. Taylorville defense still strong, Avery.
Not doing too bad. The turnover's 5-3 from what I've counted. And that's, again, very unofficial. But Taylorville hasn't just thrown the ball away this half. However, Marian Catholic has shot very well, and it's a big reason they're up 22.
Yeah, it's a 14-3 run here in the second quarter.
If you want to go back.
No, I don't.
It's 20-14.
No, I don't.
And then that's when this big run began.
Sharkey up top on the left wing feeds it over to Caleb Isom. Isom right side underneath the basket. Now trying to find a little bit of real estate. Instead, Isom driving in. Ball gets knocked away. Now everybody's scrambling for it. 4 on the floor. And a jump ball is called. It'll stay with Marian Catholic. And now as they pull the battered players off of each other to find the football, to find the basketball. Marian Catholic will get ready to inbound it. Sharkey, high pass, picked up and corralled by Isom. Isom back to Sharkey now. Sharkey trying to drive on Howard. Left side under the basket. Now the ball gets knocked away by Clayton. Let's see if they give the foul to us. Both Clayton and Howard are right there. Either of them already have 2 fouls, and Clayton will pick up his third. Well, Lucas Dominowski told me Miles Clayton was going to have a good game today. He felt it. Well, Clayton's had 3 fouls so far and 1 point. And it's not from lack of effort. Clayton's been absolutely
Lucas.
Working hard. But yes, we here on the radio absolutely blame Lucas for the slow start from our point guard. So everybody make sure to thank Lucas when you see him next time. First free throw good for Nate Uto. And Uto misses the second, but right in the hands of Marian Catholic. Oh, Howard picks up the rebound on the miss. And Howard nearly has it stolen, able to corral it and keep it safe. Will Turby open 3. And Will Turby! It's a 20-point game with 35 seconds left. Taylorville not going away just yet. Left side for Jonah Weathers. Weathers now feeding over to Adam Shorter. 27 seconds left. Right side, underneath the basket, and that foul comes in the end one. Paul Frazier hits the basket as he drove in on the perimeter, on the baseline, and he will get fouled. Let's see who they give the foul to. It's to Drake Howard. So both Drake Howard and Miles Clayton both have 3 fouls each. Nobody else on the Taylorville team has 1.
And that's concerning going into the second half.
Because they need both those guys in there. And the end one made by Paul Frazier. And here come the Tornadoes with 22 seconds left. Got to at least get one last shot off. Howard wasn't paying attention. Luckily, Jake McConnell was right there and was. 44-21. McConnell over to Clayton. Clayton near midcourt. 10 seconds left. Drake Howard, McConnell. Right side from Clayton. Feeds it in back door. Now foul comes in with 6.2 seconds left. Be a hold and on the floor. And only the 4th foul on the Spartans here tonight. And the 3rd foul, and that foul is going to be on Nate Uto. So McConnell will check out, Owen will check in. And here we go with 6.2 seconds left. Clayton's got to hurry up. Feeds it to Howard, and now Howard corrals it up with it. No good. Tries again, now right into the hands of Paul Frazier. And now Frazier doesn't get a shot off, and that's how the quarter will end. So we go to halftime. Marian Catholic Spartans.
The THS Girls Dance Performance, Chuck-a-Duck, and more Tornadoes basketball, live from Tommy TV.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out?
Your plays are unique stat.
For the game or day-to-day activities, choose farmer-owned Prairie Farms Dairy.
Sandwiches and crime allowances, finessing them with some counterfeits. But now I'm counting this. Pull up on your block, then break it down. We playing Tetris. AM to the PM, PM to the AM phone. My left stroke just went viral. Viral. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
Your award-winning Taylorville Dance Team. center court. 1, 2, 3. Chuck your ducks. Your winner tonight, Haley Stubbs. Haley Stubbs is your winner for Chuck-a-Duck this evening. Congratulations.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org. If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
And welcome back to Taylorville. Jake McConnell getting ready to inbound the ball. Gets to Miles Clayton. We are underway here in the third quarter. Taylorville down 44-21. But again, this game, I don't care what the score is. Taylorville is just trying to put together some good runs here. Will, right side over to Miles Clayton. Clayton drifting over towards the top of the key. Bounce pass into Drake Howard. Howard fakes left, drives right, scores.
Nice drive along the right side for him.
I said fakes left and drives right. He actually faked right and drives left. Clearly, I'm dyslexic. Right side, puts it up and no good again. Another miss by Wollup, and Taylor will go the other way. Just stringing words together. That's all I'm doing. Howard with a three! Ho, ho, ho! He's got 5 points. It's 44-26. Actually, he's got 8 points. 5 points this quarter. Oh, wide open. No shot taken, though, by Weathers underneath the basket. Now the ball's loose. Right in the hands of Will Mishnauer. Mishnauer off to the races. Left-hand side. Stops the dribble. Oh, and then hands the ball off to the wrong player, Jonah Weathers. Thought it was the Taylorville player. It was not, and it'll be a turnover. Kid probably said, right, Weathers probably said, right here, because he wasn't looking at him. And another turnover, Taylorville ball. 44-26, 6:41 left here in the third.
That's those little things you can learn from Marian Catholic, too. Hey, I'm right here. Give it to me.
Hand me the ball. Oh, shoot, you're not on my team. McConnell left side. Over to Miles Clayton.
The little things sometimes.
Clayton over to Drake Howard. Howard has 5 points this quarter, 8 total. Top to Will Turvey. Will T going on Sharkey now over to Clayton, drives the lane, no good. But Howard right there to pick up the rebound. Drake Howard. High pass picked up by Turby 3. No good, but now picked up. Oh, Clayton tries to get it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Taylorville ball.
Good effort for Clayton to compete for it along the baseline.
Taylorville outscoring Marian Catholic 5-0 here early in this third quarter. Clayton's got to hurry up, though. Hurry up. High pass picked up and stolen by Sharkey, but Turby able to corral it, but Turby kicks it out of bounds. And it's going to be
Taylorville ball.
Taylorville ball.
A little bit of a hesitation call.
Coach Mike Taylor not happy. Taylor was right there and could see it. The ref was slow and had to run over there.
Taylor simply said, I don't know how you could have seen that.
Yeah. In which case, you should have called a jump. If you can't see it, you're supposed to call a jump. And it should have been Marian Catholic ball. Taylor will take it though. McConnell spins, tries driving, shot is blocked. Howard with the rebound again. Will Mission our corner 3, no good, too strong. Right side off the rim and picked up on the rebound by Jonah Weathers. Weathers. Oh, beautiful feed and now stolen away, but landing out of bounds is Drake Howard. Howard has been everywhere this quarter. 44-26, 5:40. A horn from the buzzer. And now some clarifications over on that right side.
And they're chipping away at it, too. Only an 18-point deficit. 5:40 to go in the third quarter.
Durbin checks in for Drake Howard. Howard gets a good cheer from the crowd. He put in work in that first couple minutes. Sharkey to Jones. The assist and good. Quentin Jones, man, I tell you what, he's going to be fun to watch at college level.
Sharkey with a heck of an alley-oop pass.
Clayton, free throw line, spins, drives lane, too strong, gets the friendly bounce, gets to go in. 7-2 run for Taylorville. Jones up top to Trey Davis. Davis left-hand side to Sharkey. Sharkey feeds it in under the basket and put in and fouled at the end one to Bullock. Bullock has worked hard this quarter, finally gets rewarded with a bucket and a foul. That foul is on, it's on Will Bischnauer, his first. By the way, Drake Howard picked up his fourth foul. That's why Drake's sitting right now.
Good aggression, but obviously
no good on the end one, and Taylorville almost just gave the ball away because they thought he had another shot. Sorry. I got really excited there because Taylorville kind of just was like, oh, he gets another shot. Oh my God, it's our ball.
Got to remember the end one.
So no good on the end one. Will Bischnauer fakes out the defender, then gets over the right-hand side. Clayton drives again. Oh, Jake McConnell wide open 3. No good off the front iron and bounces away. And now a timeout taken by Marian Catholic. And I tell you what, Avery Cooper, Coach Mike Taylor has not been happy with his effort in this third quarter so far.
Rubbing his head, just absolutely frustrated by the way Marian Catholic has come out of the locker room for the first 3.5 minutes.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Effort games and, things like that. He's not a big guy on that, but you got to be really ecstatic with how Taylorville has played against a team that on paper looks way better than them, and they're hanging with them. It's only a 20-point game.
Oftentimes, I'll let you call the game, Leroy.
Davis to Weathers under the basket to Bullock, and Bullock puts it in.
Oftentimes, you measure talent level, too, by those Division I offers, and sometimes none of that matters when you're on the hardwood.
Clayton. Oh, fakes him out, gets over to Turby. Faked out Davis.
It is a game, after all, and we're here to have a good time.
McConnell to Baron Odom. Odom trying to get some room, finally get some penetration over to Will Bischnauer, and the ball goes out of bounds, and referee signals that it's going to go to Marian Catholic. little bit of trouble and confusion. There was a lot of movement in front. I was screened by the ref. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So here comes the Spartans. Trey Davis, who has 4 points. The point guard gets it over to Zach Sharkey. Sharkey had a great first quarter, but been quiet in that second quarter. Up top, Sharkey left-hand side to Marcus Everhart. Everhart has no room, but on the right side, Trey Davis does, and he hits the three.
I think out of that timeout, the emphasis is ball movement and rebounding for Marian Catholic.
Because let's not get it twisted. There's stuff that Marian Catholic can work on. I mean, we're not talking like they're a superpower here. This is a 10-5 team. They have something they can work on. Bishnauer over to Clayton over the far corner. Sorry, not the near side. Baron Odom, great movement, footwork, and the layup.
Nice twist with the layup. Red center.
Trey Davis off to the races. He quickly gets across midcourt, right side. Third step, trying to drive on Turvey. Now over to Jones on the right. Jones over to Weathers. Weathers too strong on the three. Rebounded by Everhart. Everhart back up top. No room, and Shaq go up to Jones at top. Jones back. Oh, shot gets blocked. Blocked by Baron Odom. And it'll be taken a ball.
Flying out of nowhere.
What a defensive effort from these Tornadoes here tonight. It can be so intimidating when you're playing players that are way taller than you. Clayton, backdoor, hits the ref in the head. Ball gets saved. The ball hit the ref and stayed in bounds, and we take the ball. Jake McConnell, left side. Will Turvey, the three, the nails it!
Well, this is fun, isn't it?
It hit the ref in the shoulder, bounced right into the hands of the Taylorville player. He turned around, kicks over to Turvey, and Turvey hits a three. I don't know if it's legal, but we'll take it. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. 20-point game, 53-33. We'll be right back right after this.
It's the first in the Taylorville.
Taylorville Tornadoes have 33 tonight as they find themselves down 53-33, but the effort has been phenomenal for these Tornadoes. High pass by Donovan Juzang over to Sharkey. Sharkey on the left wing, near side for him, and now stolen away by Turvey. Turvey off to the races. He's got Will Bishnauer behind him. Gets it over to Will. Will fakes the three. Over to Baron Odom. Baron Odom thought about shooting a 3-2. Gets it back over the left-hand side. Far corner for Will Turvey. Turvey drives baseline, and now he's going to step on. Oh, foul.
Pushed him out of the bounds.
I thought he was out, but I couldn't tell from this angle. We're sitting floor level. So
well, he's out because of the push.
Yeah. I got it. Speaking of being out by the push, you keep pushing that forward. It's on wheels. It's just gonna go onto the court. Gonna put the lock on. There's gotta be a lock on there. That foul on Trey Davis, his second, team second. Ball goes out of bounds again as Taylorville has some trouble handling it. And it's going to be Marian Catholic ball. Davis, high pass picked up by Sharkey. Sharkey being guarded by McConnell. Bounce pass, skip pass, right side. A bounce pass again. High pass picked up on the left side as the drive perimeter. Now underneath the basket. That's Donovan Juzang. Juzang to Bullock. Bullock puts it in. Even third quarter here between these two teams. Here comes Will Bishnauer. Bishnauer behind his back. Turvey. Will to Will. Then back to Will. Turvey over to Clayton. Clayton stops his dribble. Shoves the pass over, nearly corralled and stolen away, but having trouble with it is Trey Davis. It'll be takeable ball, albeit on the far side of the court. Howard checks back into the game. He's got 4 fouls. He checks in for Miles Clayton. .62 seconds left here in the third quarter. We said we would hope to get to that fourth quarter without running clock. So far, Taylorville has outblown my expectations. A bounce pass stolen away, picked up by Jones. Jones off to the races. And an easy layup for that young man, and the senior puts it in. Quentin Jones methodical out there. Here comes Drake Howard. Howard. Right side, nearly stolen away, but Baron Odom hangs on to it. High pass, McConnell, Bischnauer to Howard. Howard back over to Will. Will. Steady stream over the right side, McConnell, then on to Turvey. Turvey drives and puts in the work. Corralled, saved by Will Bischnauer, but knocked out by Jones and right into the hands of McConnell. Another right side, now trouble with it, and now it's picked off by Turvey. Turvey was all felt up by Bullock, but instead it'll be a shot, no good, corralled off the top by Jones from the half-court shot. That's how the third quarter will end. 57-33 in a very even third quarter. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. We'll be right back right after this.
Dr. M.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Beckmeyer out there as well. So Taylorville has sent their backups. Marian Catholic still has all their starters, including Juzang. And, well, Paul Frazier's in there for the Spartans.
And I think a big part of that, starters are gassed. They've given almost everything they have, and they need a couple of minutes to refresh.
And now a slam dunk miss by Jones. The savable ball. Tristan Anderson will bring the ball down now. Anderson has the ball knocked out. And heading towards our equipment. Lucas, that was yours, man.
Almost a huge alley-oop slam dunk.
I'm telling you. So here comes Anderson being guarded by Jones. Here we go. Tries to bounce pass it in. Gotta hurry up. Running out of time. Bounces it in. Picked up by Durbin. Durbin off the races. Bounce pass underneath the basket. And now Cade Beckmeyer, no good. And rebounded by Bullock. Bullock getting it down over to Weathers. Weathers now back to Bullock over the right-hand side. Now Bullock resets. Left-hand side for Donovan Juzang. And now Jones has the pocket picked and stolen away by Tristan Anderson. Anderson getting the ball down to Clark Durbin. Bounce passes it away. Somehow Cade Beckmeyer corrals it. Back to Durbin and over the left-hand side. Up top to Tristan Anderson. Anderson feeds it to Luke Poor. Now on the right side to Beckmeyer. One hands it over towards Theron Wiseman, then over to Tristan. Anderson just being pounded by Jones. 5-second count going. Now ball gets knocked out, it'll be takeable ball. Some subs come in, and boy, Coach Mike Taylor is still letting his Marian Catholic players hear it.
Well, you know, you don't produce D1 talent without hard coaching no matter from the start to the end of the game.
Anderson working on it, puts the bucket in.
Nice twist to the left.
No, here comes Caleb Isom. Isom to the right side over to Frazier. Frazier now up top. Oh, backdoor put up an answer by Juzang. And now Juzang steps on Durbin's foot. And Durbin will get hurt and pick up the foul. No, the foul's going to be on Luke Poor. Luke Poor's first. Team third. Very clean game tonight, Avery Cooper. At least clean, not foul called.
And you're going to wonder how much of that is the matchup at play in the back of these referees' minds. You got to have some sort of equalizer, and if you know what I mean, if you can do that through the letting them play through the fouls, then I think that has contributed slightly to the lack of free throws from Marian Catholic, keeping this within that 20 to 25 point range.
Couple of things to note. Juzang made the first free throw. Clark Durbin checks out. He is hurt. They're working on him over on the side. Juzang made the second free throw as well, and here comes Taylorville. Tristan Anderson, who's already got 2 points here tonight in this quarter, tries to find some room over on that right-hand side, and now gets it over to Cade Beckmeyer. Beckmeyer to Odom, who's checked in. Now Odom on the right side. Beckmeyer pushes off on Frazier. Now gets the ball up top to Tristan Anderson. Taylorville is very... Oh, the ball gets stolen. I was going to say Taylorville very content to hold on. Frazier layup good. And now a timeout taken by Taylorville. Or no, excuse me. I said Taylorville's. Marian Catholic takes the timeout. A full timeout, we'll take it with them. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Be right back right after this.
Ice.
Lucas Dominowski is hanging out with us over here as well. And Lucas, how's your week going, bud? Good? Yeah, he says it's going good. It's a Friday, man. We've been waiting. It's been a long week. You know, it's your first week back off of vacation. And Anderson bounce pass over to Liam Pyatt. Right side there. Wiseman, no good on the three. Marian Odom corrals the rebound. Turns around. Puts up again. No good again. And now stolen. Then I picked on the rebound by the Spartans. Right side for Donovan Juzang. Juzang bounce pass. Stolen away. Oh, nearly knocked out or knocked over the line. Instead, boy, the effort from Marian Odom. Under the basket, tries to put it in. Instead, blocked by his own player. Now turns around again. Finally gets the ball to go. That is Nate Uto. Uto had his shot blocked by his own player on the first try. Anderson, left side to Marian Odom. Odom, far wing. Now back over to Anderson. Anderson to Odom on the right side. Odom with a three. No good. Too strong. Bounces in and out. And he'll go the other way. Just didn't have the right touch on that tray. Tries again. No, answers back again. And Uto has a quick another bucket. He's got 5 points tonight.
65-35, a 30-point lead for Marian Catholic.
Anderson in trouble, double team. Got to find some room. Gets it up top to Theron Wiseman. Wiseman over to Liam Pyatt. Pyatt spins, kicks it up top to Wiseman. Wiseman running out of real estate. Back to Pyatt. Pyatt up top. Anderson three. Up and good.
He lined it up dead center. Bullseye.
And 65-38. 3:52 left in the game. Paul Frazier right side, no good on the 3, and then now picked up by Luke Moore. Anderson again, did a layup. It was way short of the bucket, so he had to kick it out to Baronoda. Now to the right side, Luke Moore with a 3. Luke Moore bounces off the backboard, no good. That one looked good from the angle that I was sitting at, just didn't fall. Jonah Weathers now brings the ball down. High pass, coast to coast, left side. Trying to drive, nearly traveled. Instead, the ball gets loose, knocked out, became a ball. Juzang took like 4 steps, slid across the floor. Have you ever surfed before?
No, actually, I've never tried. I would like to.
I'm surprised. I figured the West Coast boy
Washington
like yourself.
State does not have good surfing, my friend. Nor Oregon.
Yeah, but you've been to California, right?
I've been there. Doesn't mean I surfed the beaches, man. No, I didn't. Well, that's the thing about surfing. You got to spend a lot of time. I've never spent enough time in California.
I wouldn't know the first thing about surfing, my friend, other than what the Beach Boys sing about. Left side for Tristan Anderson.
Do you think they actually surfed, or do you think they just sang about it?
I think it was no, I thought like two of those guys did.
Okay.
But I think a lot of it was photo op stuff.
Turnover for Taylorville.
Turnover for Taylorville. No good on the first try. Finally putting it back in is Uto again. He's got 8 points. Uto is not even up there on the scoreboard here in Taylorville. 3-point shot from third. Wiseman airballs it. Picked him on the rebound by Adam Shorter. Shorter gained the ball down to Caleb Isom. Isom over that right side. Underneath the basket. Put in for the 31st point of Paul Frazier. And with a minute 56 left, the Marian Catholic Spartans will not sneak out of here. Marian Catholic Spartans will pick up a win.
Pretty convincing. A pretty convincing win tonight for Marian Catholic.
Anderson's ball gets knocked away and stolen on the bounce by Uto, of course. Uto's had a great quarter here in this fourth. Bounce pass, skip pass in. Picked up by Isom. His ball got knocked away. Isom to Grant Durham. Durham, right side. And no good. Anderson. Taylorville's effort tonight has been an A+. They have been outstanding. Backdoor pass there, Wiseman. Good bucket. 69-40, 66 seconds left here in the game. You got to be proud of Taylorville's effort here tonight. This was a game that they could have easily thrown away. They did not. Coach Brown has these guys all pumped up and ready to go. And you got to feel good about the second half of this Taylorville season.
This could be the pivot point where you look back after they've won some games and picked up a better seed than you would have expected and said, this is where they learned a lot. This is where they started to become a better team. There's a turnover for Marian Catholic.
Steals the ball away, and now the ball gets kicked and over towards the side. And kicked out of bounds by, they're going to say, I thought it went off Grant Durham. They're going to say it went off a Taylorville player. Over towards some of the fans that are sitting underneath the bleachers. That will do it for us from here. Marian Catholic will improve to 11-5. Taylorville will fall to 1-16 on the season. But what an effort from these Tornadoes here tonight. Will Bischnauer had 9 points. Will Turvey had 9 points. Tristan Anderson at 5. That's going to do it for us from here. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have much more. 29 points. That's it. 69-40 is the final score of this one. We'll be right back. Marian Catholic picks up the convincing victory. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Big Newt.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
In what was a blowout but didn't feel like a blowout tonight, Taylorville falls 69-40 in what was a very good effort. Taylorville got things kicked off with, well, a lot of scoring right off the bat. Taylorville outscored 26-15. It didn't feel like that, though. Taylorville really got some good scoring. Will Bischenauer got things kicked off with 9 points. There's a ton of lead changes early for Taylorville. That really propelled them moving forward to give them to say, hey, look, we have a shot in this game.
That first quarter is so pivotal to start it off. Will Bischenauer providing the energy. 6 different lead changes to start it off. Marian Catholic ultimately taking that 6th lead change at a 10-9 score. And Marian Catholic unable, well, to slow down at all throughout the rest of the game. And ultimately they huddle on to a 69-40 win.
Yeah, Taylorville kind of had a rough second quarter. They fell 18-6 in that second quarter. That really was the difference maker in this game. Third quarter was 13-12. Taylorville pulled their starters in that fourth quarter and had their second string in, and they were outscored 12-7 in that fourth quarter. But really, that second quarter was the big difference maker in that matchup between the teams, where it really was something where when you look at what they were able to do, that was the big difference maker in this game. Was that second quarter just came out a little bit flat, wasn't really hitting their shots as well as they probably should have been, and that really was a big difference maker in this game. For the Tornadoes, really, really good amount of being able to get everybody involved. We talked about how important that was, and for Taylorville Tornadoes, they were really able to do so as they were able to pick up some scoring from everyone. Drake Howard, Theron Wiseman, Baron Odom, Tristan Anderson has 5, Will Bishnauer with 9, Will Turvey with 9, and 3 points from Miles Clayton. So for this team, there is so much that you can take away from this. Can I borrow that? Thank you. There's so much that you can take away from this game. And joining us now is Coach Ryan Brown. And Coach, what a fantastic effort from your guys tonight. I feel like I say this every time, but every single game you guys are playing just a little bit better.
I know. I mean, we were playing super duper hard again, giving it all we had. What a great start to a game. Gosh, Lee, that was so fun. I mean, Will Bishnauer came up firing from 25 feet. Felt great about life and forced them to call a timeout. And, they drive 3 hours to get their butts chewed in the first 2 minutes of the game. So, obviously that's a pretty good highlight there. And then they, switched up, put the D1 Jones kid on him with some long arms. Then Willie had a hard time seeing the rim for the rest of the night. But, we forced them to make adjustments, Their Coach Taylor, who's a guy originally from Rantoul. His father was the head coach at Rantoul a long time ago and coached here against Taylorville. His brother is Sean Taylor, who won a state championship at Shelbyville and was at Quincy for a long time. Went to Jacksonville for a cup of coffee, and now he's up at Moline. So, their family has some ties to, playing in our great facility here, and we're just happy to showcase it, and people want to drive 3 hours to play in our facility. So, that Marian team is a great team.
When you look at it, you're playing a team that, at least on paper, seems a little bit tougher. Do you feel like there's learning opportunities you can take away from these, from playing against Division I kid?
There's some takeaways that we're not going to let them forget. First and foremost, we did a great job of getting back on defense, I thought, tonight. And if we can get back on defense against Marian, we can get back on defense against Centralia, we can get back on defense against Effingham, Nokomis, and Father McGivney. And we can make all those teams see 5 defenders every time out. And that's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning of the game, was getting back on defense, make sure they see 5 as much as possible. And then if they pick us apart with some strength and with some size and with some God-given ability and great talent, skill as well, then that's them being better than us. But by goodness, we got back on defense, and I think that's something that we can definitely build on.
Other than the second quarter where you guys went just a little bit cold, you guys really came out halftime really firing again. It seemed like that first and third quarter were really, really good for you guys.
I think Drake scored the first 5 points of the half or of the third quarter there. So that was good.
He was everywhere tonight. He had a fantastic game.
He probably led us in rebounding, I assume, too. So he did a nice job. I was pleased. I mean, hey, I've said it every single game this season. I'm never going to be disappointed with their effort. I haven't had to chew their butts out, but one time, So they're great kids. You can tell they're raised right. I mean, they fight hard all the way to the end. That's just what we're going to do.
Well, and I know we've talked about this before, but this is one of those games where Taylorville could have easily said, "Hey, look, they're way better than us." And that's just not
we could have punted early.
Yeah, and that's just not this team.
We haven't done that once this year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we just keep fighting. I mean, their coach was giving us lots of compliments in the handshake line, and he knows that we're playing our tails off, and we were able to push them for a little bit. Not for 4 quarters, of course, but we were able to push them for a little bit. So, their coach was impressed with our effort from our little guys, and I can't fault our guys' effort. We're just a little too short and made rebounding tough. We went with a different lineup tonight. I should probably say something about that. We went with the 5 guards tonight, but that was just out of speed necessity. We had to get 5 guys, getting back on defense, and Jake is really fast. So, we had to get as fast as we possibly could so we can get back on defense.
Well,
and that was the number one goal tonight, get back on defense, and I thought we did that.
I figured you'd want a much better first quarter than a much better third or second quarter to stay in that game early and really say, hey, look, we can play with you guys. I mean, let's be real here. On paper we may not look the best, but we can play with you guys.
Yeah, we were able to hang for a little bit.
Yep.
But that talent just took over. That's one of the faster teams that I've even coached against in 20 years. So, I mean, they put, their first 5 was fast, but then they could sub fast. And they were strong on the inside. They were able to post up really well against our guys, too. So they've got a lot of pieces. There's a reason why they're pretty good.
Going into that fourth quarter, you made the business decision to put your second string in. Is that because of the Centralia game tomorrow, or did you just want them to get them a little bit of...
Well, I mean, I didn't sub very much in the first 3 quarters of the game. I had some tired puppies there with about a minute left in the third quarter, so it was time. We threw our best punch. I just had to stay as fast as I possibly could with their lineup tonight. So those 5 guys got, the bulk of the minutes. But, yeah, you start looking at the score just a little bit, and you're on a back-to-back. Yeah. So there's obviously some coaching decisions that have to be made there, and I made it.
All right, and you said Centralia. We went down there last year. It's their time to come up here, and what are you looking forward to from them tomorrow?
Well, they're really good again. Not going to be nearly as athletic as Marian, but I pray to God we don't see another team as athletic as what this group was tonight, and we won't. But it's Centralia. They're the Lincoln of the South. They won't beat themselves. They'll pick you apart if you're not on your A game defensively. They got a really good little point guard, and they got a nice big guy who can bang around inside. So, they're 11-2, and we're playing tonight. So, obviously, I don't know what that score is just yet. It's kind of early end for this with the early tip-off there with the JV game. But Centralia's coached by Lee Bennett, who's a Hall of Famer, and it's just neat. All these guys come to this gym, and Coach Bennett's got one of the best gyms in the whole state, and I mean that's an arena that most Division II schools would be jealous of, and even a lot of D1 schools as far as what their facility looks like, and then we just got this beautiful nostalgia in vintage feel and retro vibe and all those kind of words to describe our gym. So all these Hall of Fame guys love to come here and be a part of this basketball tradition here in Taylorville.
All right, Coach, final thoughts?
No. Hey, we'll get some rest and get back after tomorrow.
Extremely proud of everybody's effort.
It should be. I hope we get a lot of people come to the game. We don't hardly ever get the girls to play right before us, except for the Pena game, and our girls are playing fantastic right now. So, I hope we get a great turnout. There's a pretty good amount of people here tonight. I was pretty happy with our community coming out and supporting us. But, lots of really good basketball. I mean, you got lots of quality teams coming in for starting at noon and all the way to the end with the highlight game with Normal Community and Marian Catholic, that's just going to be a fantastic high school basketball game. But all day long it's going to be great basketball. So we hope people turn out early and come support us. It's a shootout that we just made about 4 years ago, and it's again just one of those things we like to showcase off and bring in new teams, local small school teams that don't get to play here, and then we try to bring in some headliners, which is what we'll see tomorrow night after our game, and it should be a great girls game as well before I was with Glenwood and our Taylorville girls.
All right, Coach. Well, I want to commend you on your guys' efforts tonight.
Thank
you
you.
Played fantastic. And,
all right.
We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff.
And welcome back to Taylorville Tornado Basketball here. They're getting ready to play some volleyball here as they did some practice in here. So we're going to finish things up here. I want to go over the shootout schedule for tomorrow. Flanagan Cornell will play Tri-City. That game is at noon tomorrow. Then at 1:30, South County will play Litchfield. At 3 p.m., St. Thomas More will play Pleasant Plains. Then at 4:30, pregame at 4:15, or give or take, be listening around 4 because you never know on these games if it goes a little bit early. But Glenwood girls play against the Taylorville girls. That game, again, pregame is supposed to start around 4:15. Then Centralia will play Taylorville at 6 p.m. and then the matinee matchup. Marquee matchup. That's what I was looking for. Normal Community taking on Marian Catholic. That is going to be a fantastic basketball game tomorrow night. We are excited for that big matchup. That game tomorrow at 7:30. So Taylorville boys play at 6, Taylorville girls play at 4:30, and then the big game at 7:30 tomorrow night. All right. That's going to do it for us from here. Our Brandon Bible Country Financial Player of the Game is Drake Howard. Howard had 8 points. We said that we really wanted to see some help from some of the other guys, not named Will Bishnar. We already know what Will can do, and he got help. Will Turvey had 9 points. Drake Howard had 8, but Drake was everywhere on the floor tonight.
He was providing a lot of the defensive scrappiness and effort that Taylorville really needed throughout, and by my count anyway, led to a turnover differential in favor of the Tornadoes. So Drake Howard absolutely earned that player of the game.
And we don't have the official stats, but Drake Howard also led in rebounds, of course, was a big deal for this Taylorville team as well. All right, I want to thank the Senior Citizens of Christian County, exclusive sponsor of the Taylorville Tornado Free Throw, Sears Coffee for donating some cash for every 3-point bucket that's made, and for the Brandon Bible Country Financial Player of the Game. On behalf of Avery Cooper, my name is Lyra Clamola. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 4:15 for Taylorville Girls Basketball. If I don't see you, have a fantastic rest of your evening and good night. Thanks, big shout out to Tommy TV for all their help and for you for listening on WTIN.
Taylorville Tornadoes.